Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. Dishonor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
For it's evident that the Lord sprang out of Judah. Who is the Lord? Hey, Lord is Jesus, who the word called Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. In the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. Hey, roll off the tongue. It sounds natural, don't it? It don't sound man-made, don't it?
Give him Ecclesiasticus prologue.
Oh, sorry, prologue?
Oh, yeah.
Kind.
Yeah, that's good. What else? Oh, yeah, so right. He came out of the tribe of Judah. He would be, if he was alive today, he would be identified as a Negro. You know, the real Jews. You got it? All right, get Jeremiah 14:2. Read that.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Remember, this is about Judah. You know, the Negroes. So the Negroes are what color?
They are black unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground.
Even the Bible tells you that. So, hey, what city is your boy Gia? Where you
God.
at? Right there. That's not the real. That's not the Lord. That's a lie. Hey, never sound right. So
That's right.
So even seeing that, you should already know it's some. You know, it's something trying to keep from us, and this is what they've been trying to keep from us. Who we are. Who we are. Shit. That's what it is. Like, you know, that's what it is basically. So, you got that? What you want to read? Where do you want me to start at? The whole thing? Yeah, read that.
This is Ecclesiasticus prologue. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
Right, hey, that name didn't have the same force. Jesus
That's
Christ
right.
don't got no force with
That's
it.
right.
But Yahweh Shai do.
That's
Like I
right.
said earlier, when they roll off the tongue, you know that it got meaning. You know, every name in the Paleo Hebrew got meaning. You know?
You ain't just have a name like
Right. So like my name is Anon Shatar. It means humble soldier. That's my name. And so the Lord's name, Yahweh Shai, mean he is the deliverer. That's what it means. He delivers. That's his name. That's what it means. That's what it represents. So every name, hey, in the Hebrew, it got force behind it. It got meaning to it. It's not just a name, you know. So right, give me Ecclesiastes 12:13, somebody. So right, you already understand that it's the commandments that's got us in this position today. We got to wake up and return back to the Most High and keep these commandments. All right, you got it? So right, a lot of people go through life, you know, don't know what to do with their life.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter. Read.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Fear God and keep his commandments. And it's as simple as that. Read.
Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. The whole duty of man.
So right, this is the whole duty of man. You know, people go through their life like, what's my purpose? You know, hey, I'm trying to find myself, brother. You know, I'm trying to open my pineal gland. You know, I'm up there, you know. Hey, when it's right here in the book telling you, hey, trying to, hey, you can hop on the carpet and, you know. So right, but hey, it's been right here in front of this whole time. The Lord told you the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments. And feel me? And when you keep the commandments, you're gonna be blessed. Give me, let's go to the blessings. Give me Deuteronomy 28:1. Because instead of being cursed in the city, we're gonna be blessed in the city once you start keeping these commandments. Instead of being cursed in the field, we're gonna be blessed in the field if we keep these commandments. You know?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations on the earth. Above all nations on the earth.
He gonna set us above all nations on the earth, brother. What we gotta do?
That's right.
We gotta get back to our righteous estate. Give me Deuteronomy 4 and 6. We gotta get back to our righteous estate, man. Was that it on that? All right, fine. No, you good. So yeah, I got him. Yeah, but hey, the brother listening, so you can give him a little bit more. But you know, because you know, certain brothers, they, yeah. See, right, see? Hey, so I can be a little bit more patient with this brother and take my time and, you know, make sure, hey, this brother, you know, return to the Lord for real, you know. Hey, go, read that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Boy said, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation. The commandments, you know, they look at us now like a bunch of thugs, you know, goonies, you know, like, hey, them ain't nothing but a bunch of niggers.
Come on!
That's how they look at us, because we're not keeping the commandments. We acting in the manner of them. We acting like a lawless nation now.
That's right!
But we are a nation who is given the laws, who is held to a whole different standard, being a holy people, a separated people from everybody else. So, hey, the Most High hold us to a different standard. We got a different, you know, hey, you know, we want to be here, but he want us here, you know. That's where we need to be at. So he said, for this is your understanding for this is your understanding and your knowledge in the sight of the nations. Read.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Now they're going to start to say, hey, this nation is a wise and understanding people. Instead of this is nation a bunch of dumb, you know, niggas, you know, black people, black men, you know, thoughts, you know, bitches, you know, the whole 9 yards. You know, they're going to say this is a wise and understanding people.
That's right.
Instead of what we've been labeled with now. And that's another curse too. Read.
For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as the Lord of our God is in all things, that we call upon him for?
Right, he said, what nation is so great to have God so nigh unto them? Ain't no nation like us that have a God so close to us.
That's right.
Because, hey, like we've been saying, the God is not the God of everybody. He's only the God of Israel. And hey, people fail to realize that. He's not here for nobody else but us, being a chosen people. So y'all can get some commandments. Give me Numbers 15:38, Leviticus. You know, just get some commandments for the brother. He understand he got to keep the commandments. The brother was too on point, you know.
That's right.
He understand. Numbers 15:38, read.
This is Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garment. Make them fringes in the borders of their garment throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of borders a ribbon of blue. A ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of blue. So right, this is fringes right here. And he said put upon the border a ribbon of blue. So you see all these brothers out here with fringes on and a ribbon of blue.
That's right.
There's a commandment according to the Bible. You know, once you start keeping the commandments, that's when you start getting an understanding of the Bible.
Teach out.
Psalms 111 and 10. But he said, you know, wear fringes and bid them to put a ribbon in the border of them. Read, continue.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
When we look upon this fringe,
and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Right. He not only told us that we need to do the commandments and keep them, but he gave us a physical reminder. So, hey, let's say I'm about to touch someone or do something I'm supposed to be doing. I got my fringes on. I look at them and I'm like, I can't be doing that. I'm going against the Lord. He gave us a physical reminder. So that's why these brothers wear these fringes. You know, the Lord, hey, that's just going back to that mercy. Like, you know, hey, he being patient with us. He long suffering. He wants us to do right and get in order. Hey, he even put in our spirit to get back to a righteous state, you know? So we got to keep these commandments. That's what it goes back to. Give me Psalms 111 and 10, though. I think I called that out. And then whoever got some commandments, you bring them out.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever.
So right, a good understanding have all they do his commandments. So you're not gonna be able to enter into the knowledge of the Bible if you're doing your own will. You got to do the Lord's will first. You got to keep these commandments. That's how you enter into the knowledge of the Bible. You know, we all started out as babes. You must come as a babe when you come into the truth. You must come humble like you can. You know, some brothers don't want to sit here and listen. They'll be like, nah, brother, that's not right. Nah, you brother, you going off. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. But you didn't come with that spirit. And by you not coming with that spirit, you was able to actually learn and work up to you who you are. So understanding that you need to keep the commandments, that's how you come into the knowledge of the Bible. You got a commandment. Read.
This is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swan.
What?
And
the swan.
What's the swan?
Swan?
Yeah.
Swine? Pig.
The pig. Hey, you know. Hey, there you go.
All praises.
For he divided the hook and be cloven-footed. Yet he cheweth not the cud.
He is
Clean to you.
what?
He
He is unclean to you.
All right, so though he divided the hood and be cloven for it, he don't chew up the cut, meaning he don't digest his food properly. You know, he don't even sweat out, you know, everything stay within him. He don't even sweat out his bacteria. You know, his liver don't even perform. You know, he don't even got a liver probably.
Right.
He's so unclean, you know. So read. So he said he is unclean to you. Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
You shouldn't even eat it. And he said you shouldn't even touch it. It is unclean to you. So another commandment besides wearing fringes, brother, is not eating pork. Read. Get you another one.
They are unclean to you. Keep reading. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whosoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers shall ye eat.
Whatever have fins and scales in the waters and in the seas, you can eat. So it gotta have both fins and scales. So hey, tilapia good, you know. You got, you know, salmon, they got fins and scales, but you can't eat catfish. Because catfish got fins, but they don't have scales. And they bottom feeders. You can't eat, you know, crawfish, shellfish, you know, oysters, you know, octopus. You know, they out here doing it all, you know.
Done.
You know, squid. You know, they out here doing it all. So he told you you can't eat those things. You can only eat fish that have both fins and scales. So that's another commandment in the Bible. And if the Lord says it's unclean and it's bad for you, then, hey, what you eating it for? He know what's good and what's bad for you. You know, that's why people, you know, a lot of our people be having when they get older, they got diabetes.
Done.
You know, they dealing with high blood pressure on a daily. They got a Monday through Friday pill box. You know, they got to pop 5 pills a day. You know, they some pill poppers now. You know, Read. All right, so yeah, that's good. That's good.
This is Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy doubt not the oppressor and choose none of his ways.
We're not supposed to be envying that person choosing none of his ways. You
That's
know,
right.
You know the so-called white man, like they meat, you know, medium rare, you know. You just give it to me raw. I want all the blood, you know. You know, that's how they like their stuff. You know, they're out here trying all these different things. You know, he said envy not the person. So we're not supposed to be doing the things that they do. Like I've been stressing, we are different people. We holy. You know, we don't talk. We are chosen people. He hold us to a different standard. So read, brother, what you got?
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 20. All fowls that creep going upon all four shall be an abomination unto you.
All the fowls that creep going upon all fours shall be an abomination to you. So a fowl is like it's a bird. Yeah, it's a bird. So if it's a bird that's on.
This verse, read it one more time real quick.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 20. All fowls that creep going upon all four shall
Hold it right there. So it says all fowls that creep on all four. Can somebody name a fowl that creeps on all four? That's because in most cases, when you hear about fowl, it is talking about, like earlier in the chapter, it is talking about birds. In this case right here, it's actually talking about insects. See what I'm saying? So in this instinct, it's telling you what insects you can actually eat. All right, clear it up.
So kind, hey, great edification. The water. So read, continue.
Verse 21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all fours, which have legs above their feet to leap withal upon the earth. Keep going. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind.
Right, you got certain insects that you can eat according to the Bible that's good for you. You don't supposed to be running around eating worms, you know. Hey, they got a whole movie, you know. Fried worms, you know. How to eat fried worms, you know. They got different methods, you know. You know, they just, you know, they eating, you know. I can't even think of it. Hey.
So I was on Facebook, you know, you gotta be careful. You'll run into something weird. So it was a big fat white dude, a big fat Edomite, and he had a sandwich with mustard and worms all in it. And he smashed the whole thing in like 60 seconds. Right?
Hey.
Horse all over his face. I'm like,
Hey.
man, bro. Oh, man.
Hey, and we know Esau, they ain't nothing but beasts. They vow. You know, that's what they do on a regular basis. You know, you've seen one video, it's really a million videos out there of that stuff, you know. That's what they do. They're a lawless nation, along with these other nations. Y'all got lost?
Yeah. This the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 11. You shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another.
All right, we shouldn't steal. We shouldn't deal falsely with a brother. And we should not lie to one another. You know, so we gotta be, you know, we shouldn't steal. We gotta be honest to each other. You know, hey, what they say, I promise to tell the truth and only the truth. You know, that's what we gotta do. And, he said we should not deal falsely. You know, so dealing falsely is like, you know, I don't want to deal with it worldly, but, you know, let's say, you know, you wanted the G, you know, a gram, but I get you a 0.8, you know, that's dealing falsely, you know. Like, so let me get my little 2 off the top, you know. That's dealing falsely, you know. You got it's more?
I got a quick. Not a precept, another command. This the book of Exodus, chapter 31, verse 16. Wherefore, the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout the generations for a perpetual covenant.
Right, the Sabbath is a day of rest. So just like we are here today, brother, today is the Sabbath. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath.
That's right.
On the 7th day of the week. So he said you should have the Sabbath. The Sabbath is a day of rest. So that's he said we should keep that for a perpetual thing through our generations. So you're supposed to keep the Sabbath to honor the Sabbath day, because that's the day when the Lord rested from all his work. Was it more on that? Okay, come on. You got a precept? Give me Leviticus 19:17.
Yeah. Do 20. We got to expound.
You can do 20 though. You can do 20 though. Yeah. We put some more on the Sabbath day. The Leviticus 19:17.
This is Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy.
Keep it holy. You know, it's a separate day. It's a day set aside for you to rest.
That's right.
You know, everybody else, they just, you know, that's how Esau try to get you. They try to get you like no sleep routine, you know. Oh, I can't sleep. Like, I gotta get it, you know. You know, I'm on a grind. But the Lord gave you a whole day of rest. He set aside a day for you to just rest and sit for me. And all the other days you get your work done. You take care of business. But on this day, it's time to chill and get your mind right, you know. Hey, y'all sisters got a minute? Hosea 4:6. Hey, Hosea 4:6, man. Alright, you good. You can talk. No?
You said what?
Alright, continue.
I'm saying, there was a crowd when I first walked by these first. I thought they was about to be out here.
Verse 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Like I said, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But on a what?
But on the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt do in it thou shalt not do any work.
You shouldn't do any work on the Sabbath day, read.
Thou nor thy son or thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Hey, nobody in your household can, you know, do any work. Chill, relax, kick your feet up, sip some wine.
New reader, please.
You know, hey, you're supposed to chill on that day. It's a day of relaxation. You know, a lot of people set aside a day to go to a sauna, you know, chill, go get a massage. You know, this is your day to chill, you know. Continue.
For in the 6 days of the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the 7th day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy...
Hey, he blessed the 7th day and hallowed it. After he you know, the 6 days, the creation period, when he created the world, you know, the stars, everything, he rested on the seventh day and hallowed it and sanctified it that should be kept throughout our generations. We got 19:17. Give me Proverbs 16 and 6, I believe. Good.
58:13. For the Sabbath. All right, bet. This is Isaiah chapter 58, verse 13.
Bring it out.
If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day.
Right. On the Sabbath, you can't do your own pleasures. So you gotta chill and you gotta be in the Word. You can't do your own pleasure. No, you know, chilling, you know, playing the game. You know, trying to see what LeBron did, you know, last night. Or what he gonna do today. You know, you gotta chill and be about the Lord. Be about the Lord's business on the Sabbath.
Teach out.
Relax and study. You know, continue to figure out and learn your history, learn your heritage. You know, continue to figure out your book. Read.
And call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words.
Not doing our own things. So we should call the Sabbath day a delight. Like every brother up here, we look forward to the Sabbath. A day to, hey, come together with the brothers. We look forward to that. So we can chill and get into the scriptures and get nasty with it.
That's right.
And come out here and teach our people and build our due diligence on the Sabbath. Read? Because he's going to tell you. Well, that was it. So like I'm thinking about fasting. You know, fasting to tell you, fasting to tell you that you can go out and do your bread to the hungry too. Because we know this. Yeah, Proverbs 16 and 6 though. You good. Read.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 6. By mercy and
Proverbs 6 and 16. You know, it's been a minute since I went to that. You know. Proverbs 6 and verse 16, man.
Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Ye 7 are an abomination unto him.
I'm gonna let you know what he hate, and you said ye 7 are abomination to him. It's a complete abomination, right?
A proud look, a lying tongue.
A proud look and a lying tongue. You know, people. You know, don't nobody like a liar. Don't nobody like a liar. You know, and don't nobody like somebody that's proud. We told you, pride goeth before destruction. Because a proud person, you can't do nothing with that brother. You know, he's just proud. You think he right all the time. Y'all can't even have a conversation without him trying to, you know, one up you. Yeah, you know. Read.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Hey, he hate people, or one of the things he hates is people or hands that shed innocent blood. You know, Jake in a shootout, and a bullet just hit a baby, an innocent baby. That's innocent blood. You know.
And heart that devises wickedness imagination.
And a heart that devises wicked imagination. So you and your mind, you know, because you know you got certain people that's bugged out in their mind, like they in their mind, like it's just wicked imaginations. They like, man, I'm gonna go do this. Like, I'll probably, you know, that's when you start going into pedophilia. That's when you start going into, you know, that's when you catch these pedophiles. You got people dealing with problems, people going to schools and shooting them up. That's when you deal with people that's in their hearts they devise a wicked imaginations, meaning in their mind they devise a wicked imaginations. Right?
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
Any hate feet that be swift to run into mischief. Like, you know, brothers trying to, hey, bro, I got this, you know, this thing, you know. Everybody gonna be safe, boy, you know. You get your cut, I give, you know, everybody gonna be, you know, everybody straight, you know, read.
A false witness that speaketh lies.
A false witness that speaketh lies, going back to a liar, but now you've been a false witness. So let's say brother did something, you weren't even there to witness but you, like, my mama, you know, that nigga, what you mean? That nigga, nah, you know, you're a false witness.
And he that soweth discord among brethren.
He that soweth discord among brethren. Being an instigator. That's what they call it, an instigator. Like, hey, bro, he says this about you. Bro says you ain't gonna do, you know, that's an instigator, you know. Was that it? Continue, just read it. We'll finish it out, I think.
My son, keep thy father's commandments, and forsake not the law of thy mother.
We got to keep the Father's commandments and keep not the law of thy mother. Because if you keep the commandments, you won't be none of those things. You got Leviticus 19:27.
Y'all here all night?
Hey, we out here till I don't know when. As long as we out here. We out here, you know.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
We shouldn't be rounding the corners of our head, and we shouldn't be marring the corners of our beard, meaning destroying our beard. So that, you know, you got a beard on your face, you gotta let your beard grow. You can't cut off your beard. You know, you can't destroy your facial feature. You know, your hair is on your face. You can't destroy it. You got to continue to let those things grow. You know. You'll be 1917 now.
This the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Now you shouldn't hate your brother in your heart too. You know, and that's going back to a case I showed you earlier. Black on black crime, Mexicans versus blacks. We shouldn't hate our brother in our heart. You know, you don't even know a brother, but you just, you know, I don't know this. I ain't really trying to fool him. You know, he ain't in my circle, you know. That's how it be, because people got hate in their heart. Read.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
We're supposed to rebuke our neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So, hey, brother, I got to rebuke you right now. Because I just not noticed. I don't know how I'm just not catching it. So go back to 1 Corinthians 11 and read verse 4. So, hey, as an Israelite, what you supposed to do? Follow the commandments, all right? Read that again. I hate you. You're on fire right now. Hey, you're gonna make sure you get this one down. Read.
1 Corinthians 11, verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying having his head covered, dishonor of his head.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah, man. Hey, there you go, brother. And it's that simple. Hey, and it's that simple. Go to first, hey, and that's 1 John 5 and 3. 1 John 5 and 3. That's what that is. You can find out. You go ahead and read that real quick.
God, and this the book of Luke, chapter 15, verse 10. Likewise, I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repented.
Right, so that's joyful, you know. When you repent and you actually hearken to the commandments and do what's required of you. You know, because he said the commandments shouldn't be grievous unto you. Read that, 1 John 5 and 3. If you love the Most High, you say you love the Most High, right? So how do you know you love him, though?
Feel it, right?
You feel it?
I feel it.
I'm going to give you a hint. It go back to the same thing we've been talking about, brother. Follow the commandments. So if you love the Most High, you're going to keep the commandments. So I'm going to prove it to you.
This is 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God.
He said, for this is the love of God.
That we keep his commandments. That we keep his commandments.
We keep his commandments. So that's how we love the Most High, by keeping his commandments. Keeping what he told us to do and not being disobedient children. You know, hey, you won't feel like your son love you if he don't listen to you and he just walk all over you and disrespect you. So you got to show that same respect to your father. That's how you show you love him, by keeping his commandments. Read.
And his commandments are not grievous. And his commandments are not grievous.
Commandments won't be grievous. So just like, hey, as soon as you read that commandment, yeah, you took it right off. Some brothers be like, man, no, I can't give up that pork yet, bro. You know, I got one more bacon sandwich. You know, some brothers can't give it up. You know, the commandments is grievous to him, but he told you it shouldn't be grievous. I can't see.
Psalms 1, verse 2.
Psalms 1 and 2. Somebody get it. Yeah, pull up.
It's the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
And it's simple. If you love me, keep my commandments. If you want to be blessed, keep my commandments. If you want to be saved at the end of the day, keep my commandments. It's the same thing, you know. It's the same, you know, algorithm, you know.
This is Psalms, chapter 1, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in his law doth he meditate day and night.
All right. Your delight got to be in the law of the Lord. You got delight to be to find commandments and actually be able to keep them. You got to delight in that. You know, this is, hey, most of these brothers up here, well, the younger ones especially, this is our first time actually, you know, celebrating our holy days that's in the Bible. Our real holy days, not no holidays according to America. Not no Christmas, none of that.
That's right.
We're actually celebrating our holy days. You know, so that's what we delight in that. We looking forward to the next holy day. You know,
right.
we looking forward to that. So he said, in his law doth he delight and meditate therein day and night. So we're supposed to be meditating on the law day in and day out. You know, because that's how we're gonna be. In season out of season, that's how we're gonna receive salvation. That's how we're gonna be blessed. That's how we show we love the Most High, by dealing with his law. What's up? Yeah.
This is Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear thee the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, Learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen.
Told you, not to learn the way of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Meaning you can't be the signs of heaven, you know, like the stars, you know, the sun, the moon, you looking at them as dismayed, like wow. You know, zodiac sign, it goes into all of that. You know, worshiping those things and looking at them dismayed in amazement. Like they just got them, you know, here to entertain you, you know, yeah, like they gods too, worshiping them that way.
So it's like, it's a lot of people at work. I sit by some females, I ain't gonna say their names, but they'd be like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. You know, all these things, like that really matter in what you're doing. Like, oh, he get mad fast because he a Scorpio. Oh, I'm a Virgo. Like, that doesn't matter.
But even then, they're not diving in deep enough to understand what it means or how it's probably deep.
Hey, even then though, it's all vanity.
I agree.
It's all vanity. Come, so continue art. So you learn not the way of the heathen. So read.
For the customs of the people are vain. For the customs of the people are vain.
Customs of the people are vain. You know, Thanksgiving. You know, Memorial Day. You know, Veterans Day. Hey, I don't know why people be waiting on Independence Day or Memorial Day. You was still a goddamn slave and these niggas got their independence, but you don't.
That's right.
You know, like, it don't even make sense. Like,
Christmas.
Continue art.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
What this sound like so far that it's going into? Nah, it said learn not the way of the heathen. For their customs are vain. So it's talking about customs. It's talking about a specific holiday. So right, so read it from the top. He said tree, so it's Christmas. So he said, read that, just read it again from the top for the brother.
For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Yeah, that's what they do. They cut these trees out of the forest. But nowadays, you know, they got the fake ones. But you know, that's what they did back then. They went to the forest and found them a nice little tree. They brought it back to the pad.
They deck it with the silver and with gold. They fastened it with the nails and with hammers, and that it moved not.
Right, that's what they do. They deck the silver. They decked out the Christmas tree. You know, get it all sparkling, glistening. You know, shining, and throw it. Hey, nah. Nah.
What you say?
He said. I assume they got it from us.
Nah.
Nah, they ain't get that from us. That's their own custom, but it's not our custom. You know, but they'll deck it out and throw a little angel on top. Hold on now.
At the beginning of the verse, it told you, follow not the way of the heathen.
Yeah,
Right.
No, I was saying the gold and the silver is what they took from us.
Okay,
Oh,
got you.
yeah, okay. I can agree to that, you know. Okay. You know. All right, continue.
God.
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
All right, man. We're not here to learn out the way of the heathen and fall out the other nations. Precept, bring it out.
His brother.
God, like the brother said, that's the one he just read is talking about a real Christmas tree. They do have a fake Christmas tree in the Bible also. This is Isaiah 40 and 19. It says, the workman melted the graven image, and the goldsmith spread it over with gold and cast his silver chains. He that is so impoverished that he have no oblation, chooseth a tree that will not rot. And that's that fake Christmas tree, and it's talking about it's cast over with chains and all. It's already set up for you. It says, he seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved.
God, so we're not celebrating or you know following the ways of the nations. He said, learn not the way of the heathen. So we don't celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate all their holidays. Hey, all praises. So we got our own high holy days according to the Bible. We got our own things that we must be doing. But first you start by you waking up, knowing who you are, and you know that you're an Israelite now, right? From what tribe? From Judah. Hey, there you go. You said it before I can get it out. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And what's once you do being an Israelite from the tribe of Judah? What must you do being an Israelite from the tribe of Judah?
Must not lie to my brothers.
What is that though?
Follow the man.
Hey, you're on fire, boy. You know. You're on fire.
Brothers in the spirit.
In the spirit, so hey. You said close you out?
Hey, I got you.
Alright, fine. I was gonna give him that. Don't leave your first love, boy. Alright, fine.
This is Revelations. This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 3. It says, remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee.
So cut. So read that, and we're gonna give you this to close out on too.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
It make no change to turn to the Lord. So you just learned who you are according to the Bible. You learned that the God is the God of you, the God of Israel, the God of your people, the so-called Blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics.
That's right.
He's only dealing with us. So it said make no change to turn to the Lord.
And put not off from day to day.
Put out day to day, brother. You like, I heard them out. I heard what they were saying. But you go back and start doing those things we told you not to do. You start going back against the commandments. You don't supposed to do that. You don't supposed to make no change and put out day to day.
Put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. And perish in the day of vengeance.
Perish in the day of vengeance. So if you make tarrying and turn to the Lord, now that you know, hey, because ain't no excuses now. Now you know who you are. Now you got your, the things that you had taken from you. So now it's time to wake up and actually get into this book and study. And you got our YouTube channel. Hey, you got the number on there. We have class. You got questions? Hey, we gonna answer those for you. So ain't no excuses now from here on now.
That's right.
Make no change to turn to the Lord. You got to do what's required of thee. Because if you tarry, like, hey, I'm gonna tap in with these brothers. When I got the time or next month. Then the next one gonna turn to 3 months. Then this is gonna be like, man, fuck that shit. You just, fuck it. And just. And then when you think you straight, you got more time, you say in thy security, thou should be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So you don't want to, you can't make no tarrying. It's time to change now. Joshua, give me 24 and 15. Yeah. It's cold out here, brother.
Y'all been out here all day.
Hey,
I don't know how long.
we still got some more time out here.
This is Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve.
If it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord, you got to choose this day who you gonna serve.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood.
He letting you know, or he going back in time. Because the reason why we in our predicament today is because our fathers didn't keep the commandments, but they worship the other gods of the nations. So he's saying, hey, will you be like your forefathers and continue to disobey me and go against me?
Or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house,
Joshua said, but as for me and my house,
we will serve the Lord. We will serve the Lord.
We'll serve the Lord. So hey, you gotta choose ye this day whom you will serve, because as for me and my house up here, we're gonna continue to serve the Lord.
That's right.
And continue to walk strong in this truth, in this faith, man.
That's right.
So hey, I know it's cold, but so if you gotta get home, hey.
I have bounced.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Hey, but man, hey.
All of what I've learned.
Hey.
Taking this shit in. Soaking it in. I appreciate it.
Soak it all in. Hey.
So long.
Hey. As soon as you get home, you got